48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Let's discuss the law number 18, which says, do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Previous 17 laws have already been discussed and their videos can be found in the same playlist. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so that you can get such awesome contents as and when I upload it. Let's see the stories behind this law. First story is from China. Qin Shi Huangdi was the first emperor of China. China name has been given based upon his name, Qin. Qin Shi was very powerful and one of the foremost of the leaders of China. He conquered all of the smaller kingdoms and unified them into a larger Chinese kingdom or China. But as the time passed, he became very skeptical. He did not like to trust anyone and used to be staying alone in his room. He had developed a new palace for himself and had intentionally provided many passages in the palace. These passages used to connect all the parts of the palace to one another. The emperor used to roam in these palaces as and when he liked, but as a word of caution, nobody could ever see him. If ever anyone could lay his or her eyes upon him, he was instantly beheaded and killed. This isolation further modified his skepticism and he became very fearful for his position. He didn't like to trust anyone, including the royal family, not even his children. He used to disguise himself and used to roam throughout the city, throughout the palace, so that no one could ever figure him. Once upon a time, on a such journey when he was disguised himself, he got killed by the local people. Local people who didn't have seen their emperor could never recognize him and killed them in a fight. Soldiers started searching for his body or him, found him outside the town, rotten and dead. So they covered him in a horse cart and took him to the palace. Behind the horse cart was a fish-laden horse cart so that the bad smell of dead, decaying emperor did not get the ears of, or nobody could guess the person who is dead. Next story is from Italy. In Italy, there was Medici family. In 1545, Duke Cosimo di Medici decided that to ensure his immortality in the world, in the history, he has to commission frescoes for the main chapel of the church of San Lorenzo in Florence. He decided to appoint a painter for that job, and he picked up Jacopo da Pontormo. Pontormo was a very excellent painter and was very versed with his job. When he got the commission of the chapel, Pontormo laid a request that nobody could see what he was doing in the chapel. So to ensure this, the chapel was covered by curtains. When someone unintentionally tried to get into that, Pontormo ensured that the chapel was further restricted for entry and got covered further. Pontormo himself didn't venture out and was supplied with all the foods and necessities inside the chapel. He lost all his human collections and was alone and staying in the chapel day and night working on the paintings. Pontormo couldn't complete his job and died before. One of his friend, Vasari, who visited the chapel just after the death of Pontormo, saw that the paintings were very disgusting and out of proportion. Pontormo was so obsessed with the details and that he lacked human touch of the painting. He said in his book that Pontormo would not have made such paintings as he knew the painting style of Pontormo. But even then, this law has a reversal. You can find many writers in the history who have written great books, great plays, great creative things while they were left alone. One such example is Machiavelli, who had written his famous book, The Prince, when he was left alone. He retired from his government job and was working in his fields and farm. And in his pastime, alone, secluded outside the world, he used to write the book. And he wrote such a magnificent book of The Prince. Lastly, this is the book of which we are talking about, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. You can find its buying description in the description below. You have to buy it. You can buy it, read it, and assimilate it into your life. It is a very fantastic book, and I know you will love it. I will meet you in my next video. Till then, goodbye. Lastly, I would like to ask you to like and share this video if you found something knowledge-worthy from this video. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button along with the notification bell. Lastly, comment below if anything related to this video has happened with you. Thanks.